to be there. It's Open Studios 2010, the second annual one I'm participating in, and welcome to the studio. We're going to start here in the entranceway. This is a piece I did about 4 or 5 years ago. I found junk from the garbage, and I really like this piece. Got a great composition to it. And then this is the downstairs gallery. This is more sort of traditional artwork. Over here, this piece is painted last summer in Monte Castella, Italy, where I was studying. So this is my studio window looking out. Every morning there would be a series of hot air balloons that would float out this way around 6 in the morning. But I didn't paint till between 10 and 12 to get the light right every day. So that's that one. It's a series of landscape studies that I did in the hayfields down from the studio. And this is a bust of Andre I did in Italy as well. And here we have a painting of Amelia's feet that I did last winter. And over here is a couple more landscape paintings, and this is Stephanie, which was sculpted over the course of last winter through this winter. It took me about a year to complete this piece. Originally started out as a life-size, full-size piece, and then I truncated her, and she's been recently cast. Here we have some studies with pears, just studying shape and color and form, and this is, I think, one of the first of a couple of pieces in this series that I did this piece last winter, and there's a couple more that will be coming out in this line. We'll see when I get to those. This piece here is from our yard up in New Hampshire, the chairs that always remind me of my mom and dad, the Lou and Ann chairs. Over here, this is Kate. It was sculpted 2 winters ago. This is originally done in clay, and now it's in plaster. I'm going to end this here and go upstairs and do the upstairs tour. This is the entranceway to the upstairs part of the studio. Here we have a new piece that was just done about a month ago called Within, and I don't know if there's much to be said about this one. We move over here, and this is, at this point, this is another gallery. I've been working in doing these series of triptychs and just flat-paneled, flat-shaped geometric design paintings. This is the first one to be done. The other one is down at the Multicultural Arts Center at a show down there. This is another piece in that series, as was the one out in the hallway there. This is called Rising. This is untitled. Got a series of photographs here and a couple of watercolors. And over here is a couple other pieces I did last winter. It's another acrylic on board. And then this is a plaster cast from an original piece that was done here called The Conversation. There's an abstract painting of this that goes along with this, also down at the Multicultural Arts Center. And we'll take you out to the other side. And this is the transition room. This is what used to be the kitchen and now acts as a sort of a general office storage room. And over here by the window you have a number of different pieces. A bust of Phil I did a couple years ago. This is one of the first pieces of sculpture I did about 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. This piece and this piece are hands from Stephanie from when I truncated her. This is the maquette for the piece we saw downstairs. Some days I could see this becoming a really cool fountain, and this being the pool of water where her waist is. This is the studio, so this is where I do some painting and sculpting, and where I do design. So this has sort of got a bunch of different stuff. We've got logos done as a designer, a couple found object things that created in New Hampshire one morning. The gouache paintings from when Lynn was pregnant with Amelia. Just other studies. This is a piece in progress, which I'm not real sure where it's going to go, but it's going to have some dimensions to it. Really like the theme of that. And so there's some new wine labels that I'm designing for a vineyard down in Kentucky, and these were 2 other ones I did. Dry Bone Red and Ghostly White, which I don't know if you can see the hands coming through and held up against the light, which is sort of cool. And, some other paintings here, just little studies. This is a new piece I did last week. It's sort of a new style. I'm working on a very bright color palette and very heavy brush strokes, so we'll see where that goes. These are a series of iPhone brushes paintings. These were all done in the fall of last year. Pretty cool program, and I can't wait to get an iPad so I can do them on a bigger scale. And this is a piece in progress, untitled at this point, and I'm not real sure where it's going, but it's been fun to work on so far. Started out as a sketch from about a year ago. This is a piece done in Italy last year. This is actually the same model, and every 10 minutes she would just switch positions. And this piece, and then this other one over here, that's Andre again, were both done in Italy. And so that's about it. All over here are some little maquettes of things. This is a maquette of a sculpture that I'm planning on starting this summer of my mom and my dad. And they're a little stumpy here, and that won't be the case, but the final piece will be about this big. And I have some ideas about where that's going to go. And that's all I have to say at this point. Thanks for visiting, and have a great spring.